Hi everyone, my name is Zac Zinger, and this is Not a Recorder. Getting your first sound out of the shakuhachi is a major barrier to entry that has given rise to its reputation as a difficult instrument. Unlike a piano or a guitar, making any sound requires some training and practice, which causes most people who try it to give up before even getting started. So, we have to overcome this challenge before we learn anything else, and that's what I'm going to try to help you with today. First, we need to understand that our breath does not start from the mouth. When you breathe in, you'll primarily expand either your lungs or your stomach. Let's try doing each now. Take a slow, deep breath through the mouth, filling your lungs to capacity and holding for a few seconds. Now exhale completely, then take a slow, deep breath, but instead of filling your chest with air, first fill your stomach, letting it stick out like you just ate a big dinner. You probably felt like you were getting much more air by breathing in through your lungs, and if we were having a hold your breath competition, this would be the winning method. But this is not the way we want to breathe when playing shakuhachi, or any wind instrument for that matter. The ideal way to breathe is to fill your stomach first, then your lungs. That's because when playing a wind instrument, the most important thing isn't breath capacity, but breath support. So what does it mean to support your breath? Imagine there's a candle on the other side of the room that you want to blow out from where you're standing. How would you blow it out? Take a deep breath, then fire a fast, direct stream of air towards the candle. Did you notice what happened with your body? When you made a forceful stream of air, you likely engaged your stomach muscles, pushing from the bottom of your stomach to force the air out. This is what we call breath support. By engaging your abdominal muscles, you'll access more power and control over the air pressure as you exhale. Now let's think about what you did with your mouth. Notice what you did when you tried to blow out that imaginary candle. You didn't open your mouth wide and make a ha sort of breath, because all of your air would escape at once and it wouldn't be concentrated enough to make it across the room. You probably formed an ooh syllable with your lips. Maybe your cheeks puffed out, but your lips constrained the air as your stomach pushed it out, which built up as air pressure. When you play the shakuhachi, you're regulating air pressure using this balance of power from the stomach and the width of your lips constraining the airstream. If you play a brass or reed instrument, the instrument creates this back pressure for you, but on a flute, you have to create it yourself. While this is a useful exercise to figure out how to breathe, if you try to blow into the shakuhachi exactly like you would blow out a candle across the room, you won't get a very pleasant sound. So now imagine that the candle is just a few inches in front of you, and you're trying to make the flame dance but not blow it out. Breathe in to fill your stomach and support your stomach muscles like we did before, and hold it. But this time make a small pinhole in your lips to let as little air escape as possible, exhaling for as long as you can. Make sure to maintain the support from your stomach muscles while you exhale. You shouldn't even need to force the air out. It will just escape naturally, like air escaping from a small, undetectable hole in an air mattress that takes the whole night to deflate. Do this in front of a mirror and see how small of a pinhole you can make with your lips. Try your best to keep the airstream consistent, with as little sputtering as possible. As with any aspect of shakuhachi playing, there are some pitfalls for beginners practicing their breathing. Here are a few of the most common traps you should try to avoid. Always be checking to ensure that you aren't first filling your lungs when you inhale. Without proper support from your stomach, you'll have very little control over the speed and power of your exhalation. Since we don't typically breathe like this in our day-to-day activities, it will take a conscious effort to breathe and support with your stomach. Focus on the breathing and the rest will follow. Sometimes you may find yourself sucking in your abdominal muscles when you inhale rather than letting them expand. Fill your stomach with air and let it hang out like no one is watching. Now isn't the time to be bashful. You don't have to blow very hard to make a sound on the shakuhachi. Actually, it's more difficult to make a sound when you use too much air.
Remember to just let the air escape like a slowly deflating balloon, not forcing the air out. If you're breathing with your stomach and supporting with your abdominals, this should happen naturally without having to push. If you find yourself raising your shoulders when you inhale, you're probably breathing from your chest and not your stomach. Your shoulders should stay in a natural position, rolled back and down, not moving too much or at all when you breathe.
You can practice breathing and exhaling pretty much any time. At work, on the bus, while you're watching TV, all great opportunities to practice breathing from your stomach, supporting from the abdominals, and getting that pinhole as small as you can, challenging yourself to see how long you can exhale. Breathing is by far the most important part of shakuhachi playing, so it's crucial that we build a strong foundation with it. Being aware of how you're breathing can have benefits beyond shakuhachi playing. It can focus your mind, help you relax your body and lower your heart rate, and make you more present in the moment. Surely the Zen monks who played shakuhachi centuries ago were aware of these benefits as part of their meditations. That's it for the first of 2 parts in this mini-series on tone production. In part 2, we'll finally pick up the shakuhachi and make our first attempt at a sound. Until then, like, subscribe, and remember to support from the gut.